The origin of King Midas. King Midas was one of the rulers of ancient Phrygia, a region of Asia Minor located in what is now Turkey. He was known not only for his wealth, but also for his deep love of luxury and beauty. According to mythology, Midas was the son of Gordius, a peasant who became king after tying the famous Gordian knot. The city of Gordium, the capital of Phrygia, was known for its prosperity, and Midas inherited this kingdom, blessed with fertile lands and natural riches. From an early age, Midas was fascinated by opulence and the idea that wealth was the greatest achievement in life. He believed that the gods favored those who possessed material goods, and his ambition grew as he accumulated treasures. The encounter with Silenus. Midas' most famous story begins when he meets Silenus, an old satyr and companion of the god Dionysus. Silenus, drunk, had lost his way and was found by Midas' men wandering the countryside. Rather than treating him with contempt, as many would have done, Midas offered hospitality. He cared for Silenus for several days, treating him as an honored guest, before returning him to Dionysus. Dionysus, impressed by Midas' generosity, decided to grant him a wish as a reward: the request for the golden touch. Midas, without thinking of the consequences, asked that everything he touched be turned to gold. Dionysus tried to warn him, saying that this gift would bring more trouble than good, but Midas insisted, and the god reluctantly granted his wish. At first, Midas was ecstatic. He touched rocks, trees, and even the ground, turning everything into the purest gold. His ambitions seemed to have finally been satisfied. He dreamed of being remembered as the richest man in the world, the one who possessed divine power, the curse revealed. Midas' joy soon turned to despair. When he tried to eat, he found that the food in his hands turned to gold before he could taste it. When he tried to drink, the water solidified into liquid gold. The most tragic moment in the story occurred when his beloved daughter rushed to embrace him. Without realizing it, Midas touched her, and she immediately transformed into a golden statue. The king's heart was broken, and he finally realized the folly of his desire. The redemption. Utterly devastated, Midas begged Dionysus to take away the gift that had become a curse. The god, moved by compassion, instructed Midas to bathe in the waters of the river Pactolus. As soon as he dove in, the power of the golden touch was transferred to the river, which has since become famous for containing particles of gold in its sand. Midas returned home relieved but transformed by the experience. He renounced his obsession with wealth and lived a humble life, gratefully worshiping nature and the gods. Some versions of the story say that Midas abandoned his kingdom and retreated into the forest, seeking a life of simplicity and peace. The legacy of Midas. The story of Midas is a timeless tale of greed and the pitfalls of unbridled desire. His name has become synonymous with the golden touch, but it also serves as a reminder that not all wealth is desirable, and that life's true treasures are often not material. The story of King Midas offers us a profound reflection on the dangers of greed and the blindness that can arise when we prioritize material goods above all else. Midas' desire to turn everything into gold was, at first glance, something admirable. Who wouldn't want to be immensely rich? But his desire led him to unbearable suffering, teaching us some valuable lessons. 1. All that glitters is not gold. Midas' obsession with material wealth blinded him to what really mattered: his family, his ability to enjoy life, and his humanity. Often what seems to be a treasure can end up imprisoning us. It is important to discern what really has value in our lives. 2. Consequences of our desires. Midas asked for a gift without reflecting on the implications of his choice. This is a lesson on the importance of thinking before acting, especially when we seek something that we believe to be the solution to our problems. What we want is not always what we really need. 3. True wealth is not material. The transformation of his daughter into gold symbolizes the loss of what Midas loved most. This reminds us that true wealth lies in the bonds we build, in love, in health, and in the simplicity of life. No amount of gold can replace that which gives us genuine joy. 4. Humility in the face of mistakes. When Midas realized his mistake, he did not hesitate to ask for help and repent. This shows the importance of humility and the ability to recognize our mistakes. The search for redemption and change is a sign of growth. Application in today's life. In a society so focused on consumption and appearance, the myth of Midas is more relevant than ever. The desire for status, material goods, and recognition can lead us to neglect what really matters: quality time with those we love, our well-being, and the simplicity of life. The final reflection is clear. The true gold of life does not lie in the wealth we accumulate, but in the values we cultivate and the connections we build with others.